Hello, my dear friends, fellow anglers and lovers of the great outdoors. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into what promises to be an exciting day on the water. Friday, January 17, 2026, here in beautiful New Zealand. As we step into the heart of summer, the conditions are shaping up to be truly special, offering some fantastic opportunities for both freshwater and saltwater enthusiasts. This isn't just another forecast, it's your personal guide to understanding why this day could be exceptional for reeling in that dream catch. We're going to break down the weather, water temperatures, and even the mysterious influence of the moon, so you can head out armed with the best knowledge, prepared to be amazed by what the New Zealand waters have in store for us. Let's kick things off with our champions of the clear, crisp rivers and lakes, the rainbow and brown trout. Friends, January is prime time for trout in New Zealand, and on this 17th of January their activity is expected to be high. Where to find them, you ask? As the water warms up, especially in the early morning and late afternoon, trout will be more active in shallower areas near drop-offs and around weed beds where they can ambush their prey. Lakes like Taupo and Rotorua and many of our pristine South Island rivers will be buzzing with life. For rainbow trout, my friends, they're often found patrolling open waters and stream mouths. A light, spinning outfit with small, brightly colored spoons or soft plastic lures in natural baitfish patterns will work wonders. Fly anglers, this is your moment. Drifting nymph patterns in the morning and switching to dry flies as insects become active in the afternoon will be incredibly effective. Remember, rainbows are aggressive, so don't be afraid to add a bit of action to your retrieve. Now for the more elusive brown trout, which are known for their cunning. They often hug structure such as submerged logs, undercut banks, and deep pools. Approach quietly as they spook easily. Fly fishing with dark, meaty streamers fished deep or large weighted nymphs will be your best bet, especially around dawn and dusk. For spin fishermen, try small, natural-colored, hard-bodied lures that imitate bullies or cockabullies. The key with browns is stealth and presentation. Make it look as natural as possible. Moving to the saltwater scene, which is absolutely firing this time of year. Our beloved snapper are definitely on the menu, and the conditions for them look promising. You'll find snapper in shallower coastal areas around reefs, and particularly over sandy or muddy bottoms near structure. The Coromandel Peninsula, in my experience, is a fantastic spot. On a day like today, with stable weather and warm water, they'll be actively feeding. For tackle, a medium spinning or stray line setup is perfect. Use fresh bait like pilchards, squid, or even cut bonito. Soft plastic lures, especially those imitating small fish or crustaceans, can be incredibly effective when fished with a slow retrieve along the bottom or jigged around reef systems. Pay attention to changes in depth and current, as snapper love to sit just out of the main flow, waiting for food. And let's not forget the ever-present, hard-fighting Kahawai. These energetic fish are a true delight to catch and are abundant in our coastal waters during summer. You'll often spot them on the surface, actively chasing bait fish. Look for diving birds. That's your telltale sign of a Kahawai feeding frenzy. A light spinning rod with a metal spinner, a small popper, or a soft plastic jerkbait will get you into the action quickly. They hit hard and fight well, making them fantastic sport on light gear. Cast near the feeding schools and retrieve quickly to imitate a fleeing baitfish. It's exhilarating, trust me. Now let's break down the conditions that are shaping our forecast for this spectacular January 17th. Weather-wise, we're looking at a generally fine and warm day across much of New Zealand. Expect air temperatures to hover around 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. cooling to around 17 degrees Celsius, 63 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Winds will be light to moderate southerlies, easing as the morning progresses, which means comfortable conditions on the water. Crucially, there's very little chance of rain, and the atmospheric pressure is staying relatively stable, fluctuating only slightly. This stable, warm weather is fantastic news for fishing, as sudden changes often put the fish off the bite. They'll be comfortable and actively foraging. As for water temperature, my friends, it's peak summer and our waters are beautifully warm. Coastal areas in the North Island are seeing averages of around 20 to 21 degrees Celsius, 68 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, while the South Island's coastal waters are a pleasant 17 degrees Celsius, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. This warmth significantly boosts the metabolism of fish, making them more active and eager to feed. It's the engine that drives that summer bite. Now for the moon phase. On January 17th, 2026, we are squarely in the waning crescent phase, with a very low illumination of just 1 to 2%. This means we are just 1 day away from the new moon. According to popular fishing lore, the days around the new moon can sometimes be a bit tricky, with a slightly weaker bite during midday due to reduced tidal movement and lunar influence. However, in my experience, friends, the early morning and late evening low-light periods often see increased activity, especially when combined with stable, warm weather like we have. Don't let the moon phase deter you, simply adjust your fishing times. Taking all this into account, my friends, my overall assessment for fishing on January 17, 2026 is a solid good to excellent. The warm, stable summer weather, combined with ideal water temperatures, creates perfect conditions for high biological activity. While the waning crescent moon might suggest a slightly slower midday, the early and late hours, and those areas with good structure and food sources, will be absolutely buzzing. Expect active trout in freshwaters and eager snapper and Kahawai in coastal regions. So there you have it, my friends, your comprehensive forecast for January 17th, 2026 in New Zealand. I'm telling you, this is a day to drop everything and hit the water. Remember to respect our beautiful environment, take only what you need, and practice catch and release where appropriate. I wish each and every one of you tight lines and full nets. May your fishing adventures be legendary. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this forecast helpful, subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to summer fishing spots in New Zealand, and what are you planning to target this weekend? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, my friends, tight lines, and ni huosta ni che shue, no tail, no scales.